Oh, la 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 la. Man. What's going on, good people? It's your boy Big Dog barking back up in this jump with another lie. Straight out of Memphis 10. You know what I'm saying? I had to take a couple of days off, you know what I'm saying? For one, Sunday was Father's Day. My wife took me to breakfast Sunday. And I chilled with my son after breakfast. Her folks had a family out and a get together, whatever the case may be, and I decided I ain't want to go. I stayed at the house with my son and watched YouTube and played video games and all that right there. That's just what I wanted, you know what I'm saying? I ain't want nothing special. And I was gonna go live yesterday, but I took the time to just chill out. Cause yesterday was my mama's birthday, and that's been 21 years since she passed away. So, you know what I'm saying? I just acknowledged her day. I ain't do nothing. I chilled. Looked at old pictures of it and stuff like this. So I ain't just do too much but acknowledge my mother's birthday yesterday. She would have been what she would have been? 69. Yeah, she would have been 69 yesterday. What going on, son? What's going on with it? What's going on with it? So I sit back yesterday. I watched the NBA Finals. Congratulations, Boston, on winning championship number 18. You know what I'm saying? Jalen Brown. I don't care what nobody say that watch basketball. Jalen Brown is a better basketball player than Jason Tatum. I always said that, and I always gonna say that. Jason Tatum cold now. Don't get it twisted, but Jalen Brown always gonna be a better ball player than me. That's just me speaking from not only from a fan point of view, but from a coach's point of view. Give me Jalen Brown over Jason Tatum. And I was sitting up watching the game and conversating with my wife, conversing for all those that like to be, you know, critical over how people speak and all that right there. And I was telling the man, this space has gotten. I want to make sure I use the right word because I'm still in this space. Where is the leader of the space? Where is the ones that actually doing something creative in the space? Because all I see is a lot of review channels, a lot of back and forth, a lot of name calling and all that right there, folks going back and forth saying each other name. And we literally share the same subscribers. You know what I'm saying? We literally share the same fan bases. And we just go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And ain't no problem solving whatsoever. It's just a lot of entertainment for a better sense of the word. And it is like it makes my head hurt. It makes my head hurt when I hear the same things over and over again. When this so-called quote unquote content strategy, a white girl said the N-word and y'all ran for 4 days. I done seen 1,000 different panels in the past 4 days talking about this one girl that said the N-word. And whether you on the side of let us say it or on the side of don't let us say it, it was just a back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I even said something about it. And when I said something about it, I was like, hey man, just don't say the word no more. If we have such a problem with words, don't say certain words no more. If you don't want to hear certain people say the N word, then you don't say the N word. But people my own skin color will fight me and argue with me saying we have a right to say the word. And I'm like, well, I'm not a defender of other races saying the words. It's just that, well, if you say it, they can say it. And however they want to take it is how they want to take it, and how they want to use it, how they want to use it. We all do that. Just like the whole BITCH. Certain people want to use it as a term of endearment. When other people use it, they want to argue, they want to fight and talk crazy. But I'm like, well, you don't use it. If you don't want me to use it, you don't use it. If you don't want me to say this, that, and the third, you don't say this, that, and the third. And it's always like, well, I'm entitled to say that because, excuse me, I'm entitled to say it because XYZ. And you're not entitled to say it because of XYZ. And it's like, well, just get rid of the word. Get rid of the word so won't nobody be accused of using the word out of context. Get rid of the word so won't nobody use the word. What? Oh, okay. Yeah. Please, like, oh, hey, babe, how you doing? But yeah, and I'm sitting here like we want to use certain words when we want to use certain words, and we get mad when other people use the same word we just used. And I'm like, well, just get rid of the word. We can't get rid of the word. They in the dictionary. But we want to use them how we want to use them, and we get mad when other people use them too. It didn't make a lot of sense to me. That was making my head hurt. The easiest route to stop all this back and forth arguing, don't nobody want to take it because everybody feel entitled to the word. Anyway, this whole back and forth relationship thing, the men the problem, the women the problem. Like, truth be told, everybody a problem. Everybody a problem. But somebody gotta take the majority of the problems. It's the women fault for this, it's the men fault for that. Yeah, 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 yeah. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I'm like, bro, why we just can't admit that everybody messed up? Why we can't admit that everybody, man or woman, messed up? We all got problems. Can't admit that because somebody has to have the 51. Somebody has to be the problem more than the other person. And it's like, he without seeing cast the first stone. This just me on my. I ain't even no uber religious dude, but this just me being real. If you ain't never did nothing, you the first one to speak. If you ain't never did nothing wrong to no woman, if you ain't never did nothing wrong to no man, go on say what you gotta say. I'll listen to you. Tell me how you was able to do X, Y, and Z without doing this man wrong. Tell me how you was able to do X, Y, and Z without doing this woman wrong. I'll listen to you. Because everything I done seen up until now, men done did women wrong, women done did men wrong, and everybody pointing fingers at everybody saying, you did me wrong first. Prove it. Prove it. We can't prove it. We just know how we feel. We just emotionally driven. That's all this is. Emotions. No logic. Because everybody got this own train of logic. Everybody got their own thought pattern to where they feel like if I say this, that, and the third is gonna make some type of sense. Yeah, it's people that think like you. It makes sense to people that think like you. It don't make sense to everybody. And I call myself trying to be an individual that speaks from a logical standpoint. I call myself trying to be an individual that speaks from a logical standpoint. Is that look, just thinking, if we do this, we can solve the problem. If we do that, we can solve the problem. Don't nobody want to solve no problems. Everybody feel like they want to solve a problem, but don't nobody want to solve no problem. That's just like medicine. That's just like health. If we solve diabetes, if we solve cancer, if we solve all the ailments of the world, then what? Ain't no money to be made. All big pharma will go down the drain because ain't no money to be made. We done solved everything. We done found the cure for everything. Ain't no money to be made. So instead of trying to cure the problem, we just gonna prolong the problem. We prolong the situation. We feed them pain pills and this, that, and the third to make things last a little bit longer. We need this money up off of them and all that right there. The hustler inside of me is like, I don't see nothing wrong, but just the logical thinker inside of me is like, eh, we could fix these problems if we want to. But like I said, ain't no money. If I fix the problem, ain't no money. So I can understand it. And if I don't sit here and talk to my wife and get some of these things out of my head, I go crazy. I really believe that. I'll go crazy if I didn't use her as a sounding board, even if she don't give me an answer. You know what I'm saying? If she just sit there and just listen to me sometime, just let me get some of the things out my head, out in the earth. You know, I'll be all right. But the truth of the matter is, I'm not tired. I just feel like, man, we need a change of pace. What's up, Cox? What's up? What's up? I just need a change of pace. It's not. I ain't gonna say it's not exciting. It's not entertaining to me no more. It is what it is. But the truth of the matter is, it's like, how many more conversations can we have about relationships? How many conversations can we have about words? How many more conversations can we have? And then on top of that, not only do we have these meaningless conversations, y'all want to get paid for talking gibberish. You want to get paid for talking nonsense. It ain't even entertaining. Some of the stuff that come out of y'all mouth is bull, BS. It's not even entertaining. And y'all want to get paid. Hit my cash app, hit my super chat. And then if you ain't getting what you want, if it ain't coming fast enough, now you want to play the emotional manipulator. Whether you want to make somebody feel bad by saying, you know how much time and effort and money I put into my channel. I want to get paid. I want to go through this. I want to go through that. Okay, cool, bro. But then nobody tell you go to YouTube. Did nobody tell you to put all your time and money and effort and energy into a YouTube channel where it was a good possibility that you weren't gonna make that much money? Make it make sense. You want me to feel bad? You want me to feel bad? You want me to go into my pocket? You want me to hit your line up and this, that, and the third because of how much time, money, and effort you done put into your YouTube channel? Bro, you're not a motivational speaker. You're not a motivational speaker. I'm not paying you to come to my school or come to talk to my team or whatever or my job. I'm not paying you no money to come speak to pump up my team. No, I'm not paying you. If I'm paying you is one thing, I'm not paying you. And I'm not saying that like I don't contribute because I do contribute, but to hear this on a day-to-day basis that you calling complaining because ain't nobody hitting your line up, ain't nobody dropping no money in your pocket, bro. It's like, bro, stop. Stop. Go do something else. Go do something else. Or my favorite way of trying to make somebody feel guilty. Oh, you support BS, but you won't support realness. Bruh, we all like drama. We all like comedy. We all like BS. Folks will pay top dollar for BS. We know this. You can't make nobody feel guilty because they paying their money for BS. It is what it is. If this ain't what you want, if this ain't what you built for, then quit. Stop. If the money ain't coming like you want to come, find another route. Do something different. Do something different. You ain't gotta do this. Is there a bag doing YouTube? Is there a bag making content? Yes, it's a bag. Part of the bag comes from you have to have something that people want to see. Something that people want to talk about. Another part of getting your bag is being consistent. You could be the most consistent individual on YouTube, but if don't nobody want to hear your shit, and I've been trying not to cuss on this one, but it slipped out. But if don't nobody want to hear your content, then guess what? Ain't nobody finna pay you. You can be on here Sunday through Saturday, do 3, 4, 5 hour streams, and if don't nobody want to listen to your content, guess what? Nobody gonna hit your line. Nobody gonna hit your line. And then on the other end, you could be one of the most entertaining people on YouTube, but you only drop once a month. You only drop once a month, once every 2 weeks or something like that. And then when you drop, yeah, people hit you up, people do this and send you money and did that because you're funny, you're entertaining and all that right there. But a lot of y'all ain't going that route. A lot of y'all don't want to go that route. You know how many people done told me, do the shortcut method. Do lives. Get your watch hours up. And that's how you short it. That's how you get over on the algorithms and all that right there. I'm like, all right, cool, fam, whatever. When I sit here and literally built my platform off of shorts. I literally built my platform off of shorts. I knew what I was gonna get when I did the way I did it, and didn't complain about it. I already knew if I did it this way, I'll get my subscribers, but I ain't gonna get the watch hours. And I did that. Now I'm trying to get the watch hours, and I'm doing what I do. I'm doing what I do. You ain't gonna hear me begging for nothing. I ain't got time. It ain't in me. I ain't got time to beg. I ain't got time to tell somebody how much I put into my channel in order to get a return on investment. I ain't got time. Either you gonna like it, you gonna share it, you gonna subscribe, you gonna hit my cash out, whatever the case may be. I appreciate all that right there, but you'll never hear me begging. You'll never hear me pandering. You'll never hear me trying to convince you to do what's best for you. And I know you're not going to hear me do all that. I have some type of pride. I have some type of dignity. If that were the case, I'd be outside with a piece of cardboard saying I work for food. I work for likes. If that's the case. It's sickening. It's just bothering me and all that right there because somebody make a bag, everybody want to think they're gonna make a bag. That's just like being out there on the block. Everybody want to be on the block. There's only so many people that's gonna make a dollar selling nickels and dimes. There's only so many that's gonna come up on the block. But everybody want to be out there. Everybody want to be out there, but only so many of them gonna make some money. The ones that ain't making money looking at the one that is making money and they jealous, they envious. Of what? This ain't built for you. You ain't built for this game. This ain't your lane. You don't need to do this. You in your 30s, late 30s, still on the corner, trying to come up. Stop. You ain't made it in your teens, you ain't made it in your 20s, now you still in your 30s, still trying to come up off the corner. Stop. Stop. Switch routes. Do something different. Do something different. So when I sit up here and I tell people that, man, I talk a lot of crap. I talk a lot of crap. That's me. I talk a lot of crap. When I tell people I'm a coach, I'm a coach. I'm a leader. My methods ain't what everybody else like, but I get through. That's enough. I know what I be talking about. I do this for fun. I do this for free. I do this for fun. I don't like begging. That's just how I am. Now, I'm finna get into the topic. But I just had to get that off my chest. Excuse me. Because it's bothering me that I see men and women all day, every day, complaining about everything. Complaining about everything. Never happened. Always waiting on somebody to say something so they can retaliate. Like a lot of the things that's being said don't even need no response. But hey, who am I? I'm just a man and his fathers that's in the South. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just a man and his father that don't know what he talking about. It is what it is. But I ain't gonna be up here too long. You know what I'm saying? I had to scale back. I had to scale back because of the simple fact that it ain't too many people hitting my link when I drop it. when I do drop it, I be up here talking by myself the majority of the time. So you know what I'm saying? Why keep dropping the link when I'm the only one that's still gonna be talking? To some, they were like, "Oh man, they ain't nothing." I'm like, bruh, I see why certain content creators don't have a panels and all this right here for what. I go to somebody panel, but I'm going in a direction to where if the things I'm gonna talk about, y'all ain't gonna want to talk about it because they're gonna make you look in the mirror and look at you. It's cool. I look in the mirror every day. I'm pretty. I'm handsome. Even right now, man, look at this. Man, I ain't got a haircut. I ain't got a good shave, man. I got all type of gray hair everywhere, and guess what? I'm still pretty. I'm still who I am. You feel what I'm saying? I still do what I do. Looking like I look. I don't care. I don't care. I like it. I like being rough. I would tell you what my wife called me, but then I had to hear her mouth when she come home. I would tell you what my wife called me and my son, but then she want to cuss me out all day. Don't be telling everybody what I call you. You know what I'm saying? But the truth of the matter is, man, look, I'm going in another direction, man. I can't keep doing this. I can't keep doing the unnecessary. You know what I'm saying? If I really want my channel to grow like I wanted to grow, then I had to do something different. Some people gonna say, you selling now, whatever. I'm like, bro, look, if it was about $1, I've been sold out a long time ago. If it was about $1, I've been sold out a long time ago. I've been switched up a long time ago. It was just about $1. But like I told my wife yesterday, I gotta start talking about things that I really like. That I really like. Do I want to see men and women together? Eh, eh. I care, but I don't care. Cause you're gonna do what you want to do anyway. Why keep wasting my damn breath? If you're gonna do what you want to do anyway, I'm not gonna keep on giving you free game on how to do this, that, and the third with no man, or do this, that, and the third with no woman. If you're gonna be with them, you gonna be with them. You ain't, you ain't. That's how I feel. You gonna say what you want to say anyway. I don't have time to go on no back and forth with people over words. Like you gonna say what you want to say regardless of what how I feel. So why even argue? If you gonna say what you want to say anyway, why argue? You gonna say what you want to say. You gonna do what you want to do. Why put up a fight? You gonna do what you want to do anyway. You gonna do what you want to do anyway. Why argue? Why fight? Why sit there and say you wrong? I ain't got time. I ain't got time. Next month I be 45 next month. My son will be 17 what next week. I ain't got time. I ain't got time. You gonna do what you want to do, have at it. I'm not gonna be the reason why everything you do bad, messed up and all that. Right? I'm like, you had a choice, you had options. You picked the option that you wanted to do, and you ran with it. All I did was give you the consequences of your actions. And if you was prepared for them consequences, then who am I to stop you? But you can't sit up here and say you want to do X, Y, and Z. And I'm telling you what's going to happen if you do X, Y, and Z, and you still choose to do it. And then when things go exactly the way I tell you it's going to go, don't look at me and say, why you didn't stop me? You grown. You grown. That one thing my wife told me Sunday when we were getting ready to go out to eat. We were talking about the crime in the city. And she always talking about how stupid these criminals is in Memphis. We were talking, and I was like, look, baby, I did my dirt. I'm not no saint. I did my dirt. And she know that. I said, but I was smart on doing my dirt. I knew what to do, what were the consequences behind the actions. That's why I was comfortable doing certain things. That's why I was comfortable selling green instead of white, even though white could have got me more money, white could have got me more time too. I like my freedom. It's certain things I did as a criminal that was like, I'm gonna do the most I can do with the consequences be as minimal as possible. I thought about a lot of things. I had a lot of things going on, so everything I did, I was thinking about it, and I'm like, it's a consequence behind everything I do, whether I do the right thing or the wrong thing. I thought about a lot of the things. That's why I was able to move the way I moved. That's why I only got arrested one time. And the one time I did get arrested, it wasn't even my fault I got arrested. One time. But like I said, I'm not gonna sit up here and keep on giving y'all information, keep on giving y'all game, and y'all still do what y'all want to do, and then want to sit there and say, well, so and so didn't give me the right information. No, I gave you the right information. You just wanted to do what you wanted to do. End of discussion. But anyway, let me go and get to this topic. Talking about these six-figure dudes. And really it's about the fascination with a six-figure man. The whole fascination about being with a man that makes six figures. Oh, excuse me. My thing is, ladies, do you really want the man that's making six figures, or do you want the man that's worth six figures? Because it's a difference. It's a difference. Do you want the man that makes six figures, or do you want the man that's worth six figures? Because it's a big difference. And we can start off. I'm gonna start off as young as 16. For all you ladies out there that want a six-figure dude, I'm gonna put y'all on some game right fast. And once I put y'all on game, I'm gonna end the stream. But for all the ladies out there that had this fascination with the six-figure man, let me put y'all on game right fast. Y'all do know that the majority of men, black men, white men, whatever the case may be, the majority of men make five figures, bring home five figures, the majority. You have exceptions that make six figures, seven figures. But the majority of men make six figures. Okay? I mean five figures, my bad. The majority make five figures. Now here goes some little game for y'all women. At 16, a young man at 16 is going one or two ways. Either one, his parents, his folks take care of all his expenses, all everything he got. He don't pay no bills. He ain't got no money. And whatever money he got, he blow it. So he really ain't got nothing. Or he working a little gig, weekend job, part-time job, whatever the case may be. I one of them cats that 16, I had a job. You know what I'm saying? But at 16, this is how you know if the man gonna be a six-figure dude or not. His net worth, how much, what he own minus what he owe. And in most cases at 16, you don't own nothing and you don't owe nothing. So whatever little money this 16-year-old make, if he bring home $1,000 a month, he good. He good at 16 if he bring home $1,000 a month. Now, what he do with that $1,000 a month is all on him. Cause most dudes at 16, they blowing it, buying PlayStation 5s, buying Jordans, buying clothes. You know what I'm saying? They ain't thinking about long term. They ain't thinking about what's gonna happen tomorrow. They thinking about right now. They thinking about right now. They ain't thinking about tomorrow. So they gonna buy what they want to buy. They got the high little money, burn the hole in their pocket. They going to buy all the little drugs they could buy, alcohol, whatever the case, whatever their vices is, all that right there. They're spending the money they make faster than they can save it. So little mama is 16. If you messing with a 16-year-old man, young boy, that has $500 stashed away, you doing good. If he has anywhere between $500 and $1,000 stashed away, he doing good. On average, most 16-year-old boys, they have about $750 put away. Mind you, they have no liability, they ain't paying no bills. If they are paying in the bill, they paying a couple of bills, maybe they phone bill, maybe they PlayStation Plus. Nothing too much. They got enough. They just got $750 stashed away. They doing good. At 16. But here's the funny part. Mind you, the six-figure dude is rare, small. At 16, if he's worth 20 bands at 16, there's a good chance he gonna be a six-figure dude as he get older. I'm gonna say that again. If he's 16, worth 20 bands, at least 20 bands, he's on pace to be a six-figure dude. Not earning six figures, worth six figures. That means that this young man at 16, then got this money, whether from relatives, birthdays, Christmases, jobs, little gigs, whatever the case may be. He saved his money, and he took that money and made that money make more money. All the money he done gathered since birth to the age of 16, he done took it. He done had the right financial literacy put in his head, and he took that money and made more money. He done found the right opportunities to invest in and he's making more money. You got apps now to where you can teach your kids how to invest money in stock market and everything right there. So at 16 right now, if he worth 20 bands, he's good. And it ain't that many that's worth 20 bands at 16. You might have a couple of athletes that play soccer or tennis or golf or whatever the case may be. Some scammers, some rappers, actors, and you know what I'm saying? You have a select few that's worth 20 bands at 16, but not too many. Not too many. The average 16-year-old worth about $750. Average 16-year-old worth $750. If you find one at 16 that's worth 20 bands, there's a good chance that that young man finna be worth millions when he get to be the ripe old age of 65. Millions. Because he know what he doing with the money. People been in his head telling him how to operate his money so he can keep making money. But remind you, we're talking about women that want the dude that earns 6 figures. Don't you know that a man to earn 6 figures, he had to make at least what 985, something like that, 8,000, 9,000 a month, just to be on the low end of the 6-figure scale. 8,500, something like that. It's somewhere between $8,000 and $9,000 a month. Truth be told, it ain't that many. It ain't that many level. What level that is? Level 3. It ain't that many level 3 guys out there that's bringing home 9,000-10,000 a month. It ain't that many. It ain't that many bringing home 9, 10,000, 8,000 a month. At best, the majority of men bringing home at least 3, 4, 5,000 a month. The majority of men at least bringing home 3, 4, 5,000 a month. But you want a 6-figure dude. I'm breaking these numbers down for you to let you understand that getting the dude that's worth 6 figures is better than getting the man that makes 6 figures. It ain't too many dudes bringing home more than 50,000 a month. I mean 5,000 a month. It ain't that many. Because the more you make, I mean, it's degrees, it's training, and all this right here. Most dudes average. Most dudes average bringing home 5,000 a month. But like I said, if he started working at 16, a regular gig making 1,000 a month, and if he did his numbers right, I would advise any to do the 50, 30, 20. You take 50, you put that to the side for bills or whatever the case may be. You take another 30 and you do something with savings and you take 20 to spend. Chances are he ain't finna spend $500 a month on bills. He ain't got $500 worth of bills. He might take that first 500-600, go and get that PlayStation he always wanted. He might go and get the PlayStation Plus, which is I can't remember how much it is a year. He might well go and subscribe to that. You feel what I'm saying? He gonna buy, he get a little check. He might buy him new Jordans and new gear and all that right there. He not gonna spend $500 on bills. I'm knowing this, especially if he's still at home with his folks. He's not spending $500 on bills. No. I know this. But that's just the 50, 30, 20 method. Hold on. Little, you up? Your alarm going off, man. But like I said, most 16-year-old boys ain't finna spend $500 on bills. They ain't got $500 worth of bills. And depending on the situation, from 16 to 21, if his parents are taking care of everything from his last couple of years of high school all the way to college, 21, and he's just making $1,000 a month, he fine. He's fine. Exactly, Rob. Well, they ain't got $500 worth of bills. Any young man that's making $1,000 a month, chances are from 16 to 21, if he got some good loving family members, good parents, he ain't gotta do nothing but stack his money. And like I said, I expect for a 16, 18, 21 year old to blow a couple of dollars. But the ones that's in the 10%, the ones that had the opportunity to be the six-figure men that's worth six figures, they're going to take the money they're making. They're going to have a budget. They're going to minimalize things. They're going to stack. They're going to find ways to take the money they make and make more money. By the time they're 21, if they save $1,000 a year for the next 5-6 years, that's $5,000-$6,000. Not to mention what they done made off that $5,000-$6,000 of compound interest. Not to mention what they making off of that. So while Lil Mama looking at the dude that got the Amari jeans on and the newest 12s and the it ain't, I don't even know what to call it, cubic. I don't know what to call it. They got all the fake jewelry on and everything right there. While she looking at this dude that's balling out of control, the dude that got the money, plain Jane. The dude that's worth something at 21, plain Jane. He found the way to make more money on top of the $1,000 a month he getting. To where, hold up, I wrote the numbers down. By the time he 21, there's a good chance for him to be worth $65,000 if he go off a budget and just minimalize things. He ain't got no bills because his mom and daddy paying for everything. He can do what he want to do, and instead of him blowing it on everything he see, he's stacking it. To remind you, when I said if you meet a 16-year-old that got 20 bands, all stacking and stacking and working and working and working, by the time he 21, that 20 turning 65. 65 bands, he ain't got no house note, ain't got no car note. He ain't blowing money every which way. He ain't trying to fall up in the club every weekend. He ain't trying to blow his money, starting on a new pair of J's. He ain't coming to running to the mall. He ain't coming to trying to stunt. If he just sit there and stack his money and find ways to make more money, guess what? By the time he 21, that man making $65,000, worth $65,000, and only making $1,000 a month. It sounds crazy, but it's true because if you living off a budget, if you minimalize the thing and don't get the bare necessities enough that you survive off of, you ain't gotta do too much. At 16 and you splitting $1,000 down the middle, and you ain't even got $500 worth of bills. You doing all this for 5 years. What you make what? On the low end, that's 6,000. If you just do it the way that way, just putting 500 up a month, that's 6,000 a year. Times 5, that's what, 30,000. You halfway at 65,000 worth. Your net worth is halfway at 65,000. You ain't got no bills. 60, you at 30,000 by the time you 21. And truth be told, by 21, most men only worth 4,500. By 21, most men is only worth $4,500. And if you've been doing this since 16 and you at 21 and you ain't messed off your money and you've been hustling and doing this, that, and the third, you have at least 30,000 compared to another 21-year-old your age that only got 4,000. But the chances are, Shouty at 21 gonna look at the dude that worth 4,500 and think he doing something because he balling. She gonna look at him and say, "Yeah, I want to be with him because he look rich. He look like he got some money." That's one of the biggest problems with us, period. Black people, we like to look rich and be broke. Oh, I'm guilty of it. I know I done it several times. Trying to look like I got money and trying to scrape dimes and nickels together. Oh yeah, I done it. So the truth of the matter is, the dude that look like he balling ain't got no money, ain't worth nothing. The dude that plain Jane, he worth at least what I say 30,000 on the low. What's going on, third? Think about that. At 21, if that man been hustling the way he been hustling since 16 and splitting half his checks, he got at least 30 racks by 21. While most 21-year-olds ain't even worth 5,000. But like I said, a lot of the women be fooled by the dudes that look like they got money. Like I said, y'all want the 6-figure dude. Y'all want the dude that's making 6 figures. But a lot of men don't make 6 figures. A lot of men don't make 6 figures. I'm just being honest. It's not no hate. It's not nothing that. It's a rare error for most men to be making 6 figures. You have to make at least, what I say, 10, 9, high 8,000 a month just to be in the low end of 6 figures. That means you either got to have a very, very good job or you got to be hustling your ass off. You got to be moving them things. Or you got a very, very good job to be in the 6 figures and not live paycheck to paycheck. Because from what I heard, a lot of 6-figure dudes live paycheck to paycheck. And here this young man is, this little random dude at 21 sitting on 30 racks, all because he knew how to hustle. He knew how to take the money he was making at $1,000 a month and only took 500 of it and invested. Invested in stocks, invested in crypto, investing in other opportunities to make more money. He took that little 500 a month and was stacking. And like I said, that's low end 30,000. That's low end 30,000. If he doing everything that a certain way, he probably worth at least 65. So I'm just gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. At 21, he worth 65. 65 racks at 21. If he did things the right way and got parents that take care of all his bills. Now, by 21, depending on what he's doing now, between 21 and 25. Now, this is the funny thing. At 25, they say most women are over the hill at 25. I beg to differ. When the going rate for marriage is 29, 28, 29. So, over the hill, that's kind of a stretch. But let's go with 25, just for the sake of argument. At 25, that same average dude that been hustling. By the time he hit 25, he probably at least at $100,000 net worth. And I know it's a lot of people gonna be like 20, 25 worth $100,000. How? If you doing things the right way, you already worth 6 figures on the low. At 25, most 25-year-old worth 10,000. This is where you starting to do things. You got a little girlfriend, whatever the case may be. You got a little girlfriend. You got out of college. You probably got your first little apartment, whatever the case may be. No problem, third. You know what I'm saying? You doing this, that, and the third. You getting your little hustle on and everything right there. You might be worth 10,000 by 25. From 21 to 25, you might get your weight up. You might be worth 10,000, depending on how much you spending. Assets versus liabilities. What you own versus what you owe. But the dude that been grinding since 16, that been stacking, by the time he get out of college at 25, he worth 100 bands, if not more. If not more. And again, mind you, like I said, most men at 25 ain't making 6 figures. Most men at 25 ain't making 6 figures. And this the dude you women want. What's up, JD? This the dude y'all want. Y'all want the 6-figure dude that's earning 6 figures. Most men ain't making 6 figures at 25. Like I said, he got to be making 8 something, at least 8,000 a month. He got to be at least making 8,000 or better a month to be at the low end of 6 figures. A lot of dudes at 25 is not doing it, but that's the guy y'all want. The dude that done stacked his money since 16 is worth a cool 100 bands, but you won't mess with him because he don't look like he worth 100 bands. He worth 100 bands, but he look like he just plain Jane. Got a plain Jane car. He don't go out all the time. He don't buy expensive clothes all the time. He just plain Jane. He just hustling, making his money make more money. But y'all want to see his figure earning dude. You know why you want to see his figure earning dude? First of all, you see what I got in my hand? Coffee. I'm drinking Starbucks. Creme brulee. My favorite flavor of Starbucks K-Cups. Creme brulee. You know, it's so many dudes that I heard say they want to take women on coffee dates just so they want to see they really like them for them. Okay, my guy. Watch this. I got my latest, the newest Keurig I got it on sale. Well, actually, my sister-in-law bought it for me for Christmas. And I think she got it on sale for like $25, $30. I could spend $30 a month on K cups. That's 30 cups of coffee. I just got the Keurig for Christmas. That's $30. That's $60. $30 a month on coffee. And I drink a cup of coffee down every day. I'm spending in 1 month what you gonna spend in one day. Think about that. I'm spending in 1 month on coffee what you gonna spend in one day on the coffee date. On the coffee date. Because Starbucks has mud. Me, my wife, when we be out, like we go to Kroger's, it's a Starbucks inside Kroger's, it's a couple of Starbucks around the city. Depending on where we go, we still go to Starbucks. I've been drinking the newest drink, that little lemonade with the bubbles in. Oh, that junk so fat. Yeah, I drink it. I go to Starbucks. My son, give him a vanilla bean frappuccino and the blueberry muffin. I'm already knowing what my son wants from Starbucks. My wife like an upside down caramel macchiato. Just off the three of us by ourselves, that's $30. That's $30 when we go to Starbucks as a family. So that's a good 20 when it's just me and my wife. I'm spending 30 a month to drink coffee every day. So that's for all you do that time like you want to go on coffee dates. You'll do better buying her a Keurig and some K cups instead of taking her to Starbucks for a date. That's just off the coffee dates. Fast food. Fast food relatively cheap. Fast food relatively cheap. I done seen Burger King got their $5 bag going on. Wendy's got the bigger bag. McDonald's got a $5. Crystal's got a $5 bag. Everybody got their $5 bags. And it's cheap. I get it. We in inflation. We trying to budget our money, whatever the case. I got it. Cool, whatever. $5 ain't gonna hurt you. You go to McDonald's for breakfast, you go to McDonald's for lunch, you might go to McDonald's for dinner. I'm gonna say $15 a day, time two, that $30. Cool, whatever. But you ain't supposed to eat McDonald's every day. You not supposed to eat Burger King every day. What going on? You not supposed to do that every day. If you want to eat Popeyes and KFC and Whataburger and Burger King, you want to eat this every day because it's cheap. Fine, cool, eat it. It might not do nothing to you in the short term, but think about long term. Think about your health in the long term. You messed up. Diabetes, high blood pressure, cholesterol, gout, all type of thing going on because you wanted $5 bigger bags. And now here you is in your 40s and 50s on so many prescription pills and all that right there because of what you did in your 20s. All these medical bills and all that. You might not have to pay for it in the short term, but you're going to pay for it in the long term. But I digress. Go eat your McDonald's. Then on top of that, if it ain't fast food, expensive eating. You want to go to a 3-star, 5-star restaurant every night. I know when me and my wife go out to a nice restaurant, it's at least $100. At least. That's least. Minimum $100. 100 minimum. Cause she like her chocolate martinis. I might get a drink, depending. I don't know. I like tequila and Sprites. You feel what I'm saying? She like chocolate martinis. She like her mojito. She like her margaritas and all that. I take care of baby. She want her drink. We get her appetizers, calamari. Depending on where we go, calamari, fried green tomatoes, spinach dip. We depending on where we go. So we getting drinks, we getting appetizers. She want an entree. My wife loves seafood, shrimp, crab legs, lobsters. My wife loves seafood. I like steaks. I deal with ribeyes. I eat ribeyes. I don't want no porterhouse. I used to be on porterhouse when I was younger. I like ribeyes. I don't want no T-bones. None of I don't want no filet mignons. No, I want ribeye. Medium well. And depending on where we go, you might have to pay for the sherbet sides. They don't come with sides. A lot of restaurants we go to, I have to pay for 2 extra sides. Because it's just the meat. I'm paying $40 just for the steak. The side costs $10 a piece. Dessert. Oh, I turned my wife on the creme brulee a long time ago. Any restaurant we go to, they got a creme brulee. She got to have a creme brulee, key lime pie. She got to have it. She got to have it. I can't tell my wife. No, that's my wife. I get the receipt. That motherfucker 100, 110, 125. Don't make it be an anniversary. Last time we went somewhere on our anniversary, it was a good 350. So shouters want to go out to eat every night and spend $100 every night. On the low end, you spending $700 a week just because you don't want to cook. Think about that. You're spending $700 a week because you don't want to go in there and boil no water. You don't want to boil water. You don't want to put nothing in the oven. You don't want to put nothing on top of the stove. I mean, everybody got an air fryer now. You don't even want to put nothing in the air fryer. You want to go out to eat and spend at least $100 every week, every day, 7 days out of the week. That's $700. I just spent $400 in groceries. And you're going to sit here and tell me you want to go out to eat every night. And I just spent $400 in groceries. And then even on the groceries, chances are I bought some stuff that you ain't even going to eat at the grocery store. Because you saw some fruit on sale. You ain't eating all the fruit. You might eat a piece of some grapes here or a pear or apple here. And then next thing I know, I opened the refrigerator and everything got green spots on it, got a little fur on it and all that right there. You want to get all these type of vegetables that you ain't finna use. You ain't meal prepping and all that right there. I'm spending at least an extra $100 at the grocery store on stuff you ain't finna eat. That's just dumb numbers, dumb math. But this is what y'all want. This is what y'all ladies want, is a dude that's able to have 6 figures in his pocket for dumb stuff. What B. Simone say? Oh, I gotta have me an entrepreneur, somebody that can drop what they doing at the drop of a dime, because I want to go on a vacation. Yeah, you want to go on a flight that's gonna cost me more depending on what time of the year it is. But you just want to drop everything we got going on because you want to fly somewhere. And I might spend more money. Because you just want to pick up and fly instead of us planning ahead of time for a vacation. All because I want to just pick up and go. I just saw on the news, was it this morning? It was either this morning or yesterday morning. They were talking about Disney World. You got parents going into debt for Disney World. All because they want to give their kids an experience. They going into debt for Disney World, for Mickey Mouse. For Mickey Mouse. You willing to go into debt for Mickey Mouse. All because you want your kids to have this experience. Like, people used to think I was wrong. Me and my wife were wrong because we didn't go crazy for Christmas. I used to sit there and be like, look, my kids get whatever they want from January 1st all the way to December 24th because they do what I tell them to do. I don't have no problems out of them. They got everything they want through the whole year. And you mean to tell me and my wife supposed to go jump out the window, crash out for Christmas? We supposed to crash out for Christmas when the majority of the stuff you crashing out for gonna be on sale December 26th. You mean to tell me from that Friday after Thanksgiving up until December 24th, a month, I'm finna crash out for a whole month just to prove to family members how much I care about them, how much I love them, how much I'm willing to spend on them. In December 26th, everything I just crashed out for on sale 40% off. Yeah. But this is what y'all want the six figure dude for though. You want this dude to be able to not only buy you expensive clothes, but buy the kids expensive clothes and expensive shoes. That's one of the things my wife told both her sisters, well, her younger sisters, well, all her sisters younger, but the ones that she did with the most, is that they stay buying them boys Jordans and foams and this, that, and third. My wife would look at them and like, you can spend all that money on a pair of Jordans when he gonna bust out on them in the next 2 weeks. And then you're gonna be buying them another pair of Jordans and another pair of Jordans and then some phones and then this and then that. How many you see these women be on social media dressing their little boys up and they little girls up like they runway models? Like you spending $200, $300, $400 on outfits that they can't even wear when they turn 5. Think about this. But this is what you signing up for, because this is what they want. They want you to be able to pay for that. They want you to be able to pay for these hats, wigs, and weaves and all that right there. Make sure they got brand names on their back and everything. And not to mention, you want your brand names and did that in the third. You busting the bank just to make sure you stay in Amari jeans or Purple Label and Rick Owens and all that right there. You buzzing your ass. You spending more money than you making, but you a six-figure earner. While young buddy that been grinding since 16 at 25 is worth at least 100 grand. At 25, worth at least 100 grand. Probably more. Probably more. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell y'all something. If we knew then what we know now, a lot of these dudes would pick better professions, would have did smarter thing with their money, and a lot of men, depending on where they at, will be worth something. The majority of us ain't worth shit. Now, I don't know personal stuff, you know what I'm saying? I don't know y'all personally, but it's just off the money things. It's like we just getting money to pay for debt. Because what about us doing what we doing, about some woman that want to live a certain lifestyle, we putting ourselves in debt for a lifestyle. And it's crazy. It's crazy. And we living in a world where you have to pick and choose what you want to do now. Ain't no money. Ain't no money. Everybody trying to scheme and beam to get on top. Everybody trying to do what they got to do to get on top. Ain't no money. And I'm looking at the men and saying, bruh, if we would have did what we needed to do 30 years ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, and all that right there, we'll be sitting on some money. What's up, Queen? We'll be sitting on some money. We'll be worth more than what we worth if we did what we needed to do as youngins. We didn't. I know for me personally, my mama never told me how to deal with money. I had to learn how to deal with money on my own. So instead of trying to show out for some little chick, trying to show out for your boys or your partners or whatever the case may be, you get your hustle on, bro. Get your hustle on. Cause I guarantee you, if a 16-year-old that just splitting his checks in half every month and stashing away 500 and taking that 500 every month and flipping it and finding job opportunity, find a way to make more money. If he worth 100 grand at 25, just off of doing that and still making 5 figures, yeah, we messed up. We messed up somewhere down the line. And the women that say they want them 6-figure earners, they ain't gonna do nothing but break you. And the funny thing about that is this right here. While you paying for all the assets, you paying for all the bills, guess what a lot of these women doing? They stacking their money. They stacking their money. That's why they always want traditional. Because traditional men never made a woman pay for anything. A traditional man didn't make a woman pay for anything. That's why they always want traditional men. So they can stack their little money. So they can stack their $1,000 a month, they $3,000 a month, they $5,000 a month. And they can do what they want to do with it. They able to split they 50, 30, 20 and not put nothing on nothing. They watch you struggle and suffer and you pay all the bills. Because that's what you've been taught. You don't want to see your woman struggle. You don't want to do this. You've been taught while she's sitting back there stacking. Then when push comes to shove, guess what happens? When she don't want to be around no more. Oh, she finna dip. Not only is she dipping with half, if that's the case. Most of us ain't worth nothing for them to get half. But if that's the case, if you worth anything, and she leave with half or 30%, it's more like 30 than 50. 30% of what you worth. Not only is she taking at least 30% of what you worth, she got 100% of what she worth. 100% of what she worth. Making money for her, stacking money, doing this right here. Yeah. Who who weird? What? Queen, what is you doing? What you say we pay for vacations? Queen, you lying. You not paying for that Disney World trip. Why I'm all calm and ish. Oh, I've been meditating. I'm on my chi. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing my woo side. What's that? Woo, I've been on that right there. You know what I'm saying? I can't like I said at the beginning of my stream, Queen is like, man, my head been hurting just listening to these guys all day, every day, doing the same old repetitive things. I had to channel my inner uh Buddha. You know what I'm saying? But nah, truth of the matter is, man, y'all women want these 6-figure dudes, but the truth of the matter is they ain't worth 6 figures. They just bringing home 6 figures. And they take their little check, their little 8,000, and then they want to have you in the biggest house. That's the biggest asset you supposed to have is your house anyway. So you want to spend out of 8,000 a month and 9,000 a month, your biggest asset is your house, so you want to pay your mortgage. But then you got 2 foreign cars because baby got to look good in the foreign that you spending what 7, 8 a month plus insurance for both of them. Yeah. Kids, if you got some, and they activities. Yeah, and schooling because you want them in private school. You want them to have the best education. So you spending 1,500 a month on proper daycare. You want to go out all the time. You want to go here, there, and there, all the time. And chances are, bro ain't got time to stack no money because all the money he making going to house, wife, kids, this, that, third, all that type of stuff. By the time he have any money left over, he looking at you and say, "Baby, can I hold $20? Baby, can I hold $20?" He bringing home 8,000 a month, 8,000 a month, and everything gone. Everything gone because some little chick that he with don't want to spend no money, spending too much money at the grocery store, spending too much money on clothes, spending too much money on the kids, spending too much money on unnecessary things. I always say, I ain't got to spend none of my money. I got a good man. I got a traditional man. Even though I'm taking him down through there, even though I'm running his pockets every month to the point where he can't save no money. And any money he do got saved, I best but know how much it is so I can get in some of that. So I can't even blame some of the guys that say, I'd rather be an incel. I'd rather not date. I'd rather not get married. I can't even blame them there. If I'm looking at everything from a financial standpoint, I can't even blame these guys no more because if they doing what they got to do and make their money, why would I get with somebody that's gonna spend all my money with no thought of putting none of it back? Why would I lose money on somebody that has no plans on paying me back? Especially if she ain't get it out the mud with me. That don't make a lot of sense. That's why I can't even blame them. I can't blame them no more. It's hard. What am I blaming them for? I can't even get mad at these young guys that talking about it ain't worth trying to deal with women when they trying to stack their money. The only thing I can say is that the only negative about it is don't get the 45 talking about you want to date. You wanna you wanna be with a woman that 45. I'm gonna look at you like, bro, you on one end you got your money up, you worth something. I think at 45, if you keep on hustling and stacking and building and building and building, you might be worth a couple million. I might be lying, but I know at least $1 million. About 45, probably more. You're gonna get all the way up to a million plus to turn around and say, "Oh, I want to get a wife now. I want a girlfriend." That ain't gonna do nothing but try to get you for everything you worth because she don't want to spend none of her money. She trying to get you for everything you worth because she don't want to spend none of her money. And then a guilt trip you into saying you less of a man because you won't fund her beauty salon. You won't pay for that girl trip. You won't go buy her a Birkin bag. She can't even afford to be in Birkin. Literally, she can't afford to be in Birkin. You feel what I'm saying? She can't afford none of the things she wants you to get for her, and then gonna guilt trip you into buying everything she want. What Kanye say on All Falls Down? Couldn't afford a car, so she named her daughter Alexis. Yeah, that's what you looking at. Couldn't afford the Lexus, so she named her daughter Alexis. Think about it. Lexus, Porsche, Diamond, Sapphire, Ruby. Don't let me get into the real hood. They want to start calling them Gucci, Louis. Like they had dreams of getting with somebody that gonna be able to put them in these designer brands and do all these designer things, but they ain't got it they damn self. And they get mad at you because you don't want to break bread with them, the hard earned money you done made in your life. The money you done stacked and stacked and stacked and stacked and built this business and bought this house and did this and did that. And you ain't in debt. Got a credit score 720. You ain't got no big liabilities. You paying the bills you supposed to be paying. Cause you know you gotta pay your light bill. You know you gotta buy your groceries, pay your phone bill, pay your car note. But you ain't gotta go buy no expensive car. Warren Buffett, one of the richest men in America, and he ain't driving nothing fancy. Think about that. Warren Buffett, one of the richest men in America, and every day he go get him a sausage McMuffin and a cup of coffee from McDonald's. And still driving a car he had from what 1990 or something like that. He ain't got no Lambo. He ain't got no Rolls Royce. And he worth billions. He worth billions. It ain't about how much you spend, it's how much you keep it. But to the blind there, if you don't look like money, you ain't got no money. If you ain't flexing for the gram, if you ain't stunting, if you ain't showing off the butterfly doors, if you ain't showing off the money phone, if you ain't doing all that right there, you're broke. You're considered broke. If you're not able to do anything for a woman outside of just care about her and really fool with her, deal with her and all that right there, you're broke. That's one thing I've always liked when my brother said, Big dog, you move like the Beverly Hillbillies. Can't nobody tell you how much money you got in your pocket. Don't nobody know. Don't nobody know how much money you got in your pocket. And I like doing it like that. I don't need everybody in my business. Just know that when me and my wife need to get things done, we go get things done. But to sit up here and flex and flaunt and all that right there, my biggest flex is watches. I ain't gonna lie. I like watches. I got one on there. And it ain't no Rolex. That's still on my bucket list. I still gotta get a Rolex. This is one of my Michael Kors watches. One of my Michael Kors watches. I ain't gonna hold you. I do spend money on things I like. Money do buy me happiness, but it buy me things I want. Michael Kors. I got two, three of them. I got several Movado watches. I like watches. I ain't gonna hold you. But that's what I like. As far as my clothes, look, this is what I wear. I wear polo. I wear horses. When I go to the mall, I'm not going either polo, Levi's, or Nikes. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna sit here and say that I don't spend money on things I like. I do. I do. But I got a budget. I got a budget. I ain't got no problem telling y'all. Yeah, I just got my Mercedes. What 4 years ago? 3 4 years ago. That was on my bucket list. I wouldn't have got it when I got it, except for my son was getting taller. That's the only reason I got it. Before I got it, I was driving a CRV, and my wife was driving a old Infinity. That a couple gave me my CRV when I was coaching. A white couple gave me my CRV because I was coaching their sons basketball, and I was giving them shoes that I couldn't wear no more. They gave me a car. My wife got the Infinity because one of her co-workers bought a brand new truck and gave her the Infinity. And we were still riding them things. Only reason I got the truck, the Mercedes truck, because my son was getting tall. He couldn't fit in the CRV no more. Because if he could still fit in that CRV, guess what? I wouldn't have got the Mercedes. This ain't me bragging. This ain't me flexing. This is me being honest. Because, like I said, I'm in a budget, and that's not a bad thing to be in the budget. Like I said earlier, I ain't even went and got a haircut. I ain't had a haircut since I went to my daughter graduation, and I like it like that. Look at this, man. I got gray hair everywhere. Ask me, do I care? I do this on the regular. I don't care. I ain't got nowhere to go. I ain't got nobody to impress. I let all my gray come out. I got a George Jefferson right now because I don't want to go to the barber shop. Anyway, ladies, if you want to see his figure earning dude, go ahead and get him. I can't even be mad at you. Go get him. Have fun with him. Just know when push comes to shove, he ain't worth 6 figures. He might make 6 figures, but he ain't worth 6 figures. His credit score ain't 7 something just because he got a good job. Yeah. But anyway, I'm gonna get up out of here. It's lunchtime. I'm gonna go play baseball on PlayStation and get on my son nerves a little bit. I hope y'all enjoy this. I'm gonna be producing more content like this. Because like I said, man, I can't be going doing this back and forth all the time, arguing. I smoke too much to be arguing. I smoke too much to be arguing. I ain't got time. You know what I'm saying? I rather argue. I rather argue with my wife. At least I know when I get through arguing with her, I know it might be some makeups going on. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I appreciate everybody that came through. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll holler at y'all another time.